Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this episode on Aim with DNK. This is the anniversary episode. 1 year ago, we started the channel, and what a phenomenal, what a fabulous journey it has been. I am live on YouTube, I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on LinkedIn, I am live on Instagram, and I am live on Clubhouse. I am streaming at all 5 platforms. Wherever you are joining, I'm really, really, really thankful to you for joining in, tuning in today. And if you are listening to me on Clubhouse, if you are listening to me on Instagram, please make sure you come to the YouTube channel via my Instagram bio link, because that is where the real action is happening. That is where I am answering all your questions, right? A few of you have already tuned in, and let's get started. So I have, as always, I have a presentation for all of you. Instagram folks, you will miss on the presentation. Clubhouse folks, you will miss on the presentation. But if you just want to listen out, it is a chill session today. So just be around, listen, and I'm sure you will enjoy the conversation, right? So for the people on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, let's begin the conversation. All right, give me a second, folks, to plug in the presentation, and let's start. Give me a second. All right. So as always, welcome to Aim with DNK. This is anniversary episode. For all those who do not know me, my name is Dilnawaz Khan, and I'm the founder of Codesign Labs and Power Deck. Aim with DNK is my weekly show, which is Saturday night live stream. I know all of you folks, today is not Saturday. I know that. So this is a special anniversary episode. This is 4th of July 2021, and we started the YouTube channel 1 year ago. I'm sure you can feel my excitement. I'm sure you can feel that I'm really happy today, because I never aspired to be a YouTuber. I'm still not a YouTuber. When somebody asks me who you are, I'm still an entrepreneur. I am the guy who runs a business. I am a guy who's a full-time entrepreneur. I run 2 businesses. I'm not a YouTuber, but and that's why I still call myself as an aspiring YouTuber. So what we will do is I'll quickly talk about last 1 year journey. I will also quickly talk about the big plans I have for next 1 year, and the reason why I wanted to Rashmi, you have to hold on. It's a one-sided stream. I thought I'll do it in.
I understand. I just wanted to see if you want to unlock the room.
Yeah, please do that. Please do that.
You have to make me want to.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Yes, you are the mod. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right. For all those who are on Instagram, if you want to ask a question, hop onto YouTube, guys. The link is in my bio. Tarun, thank you so much for the question. Let me quickly acknowledge for all those who've joined me. So Mantosh, Umesh, Zeba, Tarun, Ghayas Khan, my father is here today. So thank you so much. Roshan is here, Tarun is here on the live on the Instagram. I have a lot of people joining in. We have around 11, 12 people as of right now, and we'll soon be doing the Q&A. Okay, so moving ahead. So today, it is, as I said, it is an anniversary episode, and what we will talk about today, I will be talking about 1 year journey. Last 1 year journey has been fantastic. I have learned a lot as a person. I've learned a lot as a speaker, and I have really, really learned a lot as an entrepreneur. I think for me, the uh, uh, biggest reason why I do this is I used to spend a day with myself, and I used to use Saturday the entire day for my own learning, and then I used to curate the content for all of you guys, and the love has poured out from the other side as well. So I'm really thankful to all of you for that. So as I always say, I'm not a YouTuber. I still am an aspiring YouTuber. All I am is an entrepreneur. I know how to run a business, and that is all I'm good at, right? So today we'll be talking about 1 year journey. Today we'll also be talking about plans for next year. You all guys are my stakeholders. All those who tune in, all those who watch my sessions, all those who come and attend the program, you all are my stakeholders, and I'm accountable to each one of you. And I will make sure I'm able to give you the best quality possible for for which is worth your time, right? So I will make sure I'm going to put in more good content out there. So I will be publicly talking about the plans for next 1 year, and I'm sure it will be super, super, super fun. You will enjoy those plans as well. Once again, before I jump on to the next part, guys, if you're watching me on Instagram, please come to YouTube. If you're watching me there, if you just want to experience on Instagram, that's absolutely fine. But if you want to join me on YouTube live, ask a question, because we will be having a Q&A We will also be having live Q&A. I'll be adding a few people on the live stream, and if you are hearing me on Clubhouse, that's absolutely fine. If you want to just listen to the conversation, be on Clubhouse. If you want to come and watch the presentation, and if you want to also ask a question, join me on live stream as well, jump onto the YouTube. All the link are my Instagram bio, so please make sure you go there. And a few of the questions and a few of the requests have already started coming in, so I will be adding you really soon. Today it's going to be fun, it's going to be chill session, it's going to be interactive session. I'll add you on the stream, right? So uh, as I said, we will be talking about 1 year journey today. We will be talking about plans for next year, and we'll also be doing a live AMA. That means I will bring you live on stream with me. So how do I bring you live on stream? If you can go to YouTube, if you're watching me on YouTube, there's a pinned comment on the top which gives you a link to a form. All you do is fill that form up, and my team will get in touch with you, give you the StreamYard link through which I'm streaming. And once you are on StreamYard, I will bring you live. So if you have already received the StreamYard link, please start coming, and I'll start adding you after the presentation, and it will be, as I said, it will be a live interaction today. All right. Let me quickly once again read. Prerna, congratulations. Thank you so much, Prerna. The feeling is mutual. Thank you so much. Amit, I just spoke about the agenda. We'll be doing a live Q&A. I will be talking about the last 1 year. I'll also be talking about the next 1 year plan, right? Mukul, thank you so much for, yes, 1 million. Hope so. Sunny, thank you so much for your comment. Not Nightic is saying congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. And I think, yes, my mother and father, both of them are there, right? So it's pretty exciting, right? It's pretty exciting. Both of them are watching me today live, right? They have also been they've been watching a lot of other episodes as well, but I'm sure today it's a different feeling altogether, right? So that's the agenda we have all set. So let's move ahead, folks. So as always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please, folks, make sure you subscribe to the channel. People on Instagram, come on YouTube. People on Clubhouse, come on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Yes, we are on the road to hit 1 million. We are not yet 10K, guys. So I know we have big dreams, but let's see if we can create that value for all of you. And of course, most importantly, follow me on other social media channels. My Instagram, my LinkedIn, my Clubhouse, and my other socials are in the bio. If you have any difficulty, reach out to me. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, right? So that is more or less the agenda. And as always, please make sure you utilize the live chat well. Please make sure you post your questions in the live chat. I will be answering each one of your questions. So please make sure you put your questions in the live chat. But this live chat is only for YouTube people, right? Because it is YouTube exclusive as always, right? But we are streaming on all the platforms, right? Okay. And let me repeat this once again before I jump into the conversation. You can join me live today on the stream. I will add you on the live stream, and we will interact today. We will do a Q&A today. It will be not passive, it will be live. I would want to know the feedback from your side. All of those who are here already. It will be an interactive session today. You can join me on StreamYard. But for that, please make sure you go on the top of the pinned comment and fill the form. Let me quickly say, okay, I have started getting a lot of questions already. So let me begin. Okay, so let's get started, and I hope all of you are really excited. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk to all of you today is why I started a channel, right? I spoke about it a bit, right? That I am an entrepreneur. When I introduce myself, I always tell that I'm a founder of two companies. I'm founder of Codesign Labs. I'm founder of PowerDeck, and I liked content creation. I aspired to do that, but the logistics involved and the amount of money you had to spend, we never had that kind of a money, at least being a company, and even personally, right? But one thing that happened good in the pandemic, and pardon my arrogance for saying this. I know things have been really difficult for people, but on the other side, the pandemic gave a lot of boost to technology and digital businesses. In fact, in India, platforms like Clubhouse, platforms like people started listening to podcasts, platforms like Netflix, everything about digital went under a boom. Rather, Zoom multiplied their entire user base by 4,000%, right? That was a really big boom. So pandemic, the pandemic pushed and shifted the creators economy, shifted the digital economy, and gave a huge boost to technology companies. I've already done a video on this in the beginning of this year, which is called as opportunities for startups in 2021. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch that episode, right? I've already covered that. So pandemic gave a lot of boost, lot of push to technology. And I unknowingly started the channel because I used to enjoy live, I used to do live, but my live used to be random, right? And then what happened that I had a discussion with my co-founder Neha, and we decided that why not make it a formal process, make it a process where I go live every week, build a brand around it, uh, and here we are today, right? So that was one reason, but most importantly the idea was also to archive all my knowledge. I am an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur is always learning. So I have an experience of 10 years, 12 years into the ecosystem, but I meet people who are 20 years, 25 years, 30 years in the ecosystem, and I always keep on learning new things from them, and I always keep on modifying my information. So if you're an entrepreneur, you will be a lifelong learner, right? So my and the funny logic is, and I'm sure, and all of those who are watching, let me know, how do you think it is really funny? I always think that uh, if someday somebody has to write a book on me, let me archive all my content so that people can write a book on me, right? And that is the reason I put all my content on social media. It sounds funny, I know, but that was broadly the logic, that was broadly the idea. So uh, I thought, why not archive content? Why not build value for people? And I think the response was amazing. People started attending AMA sessions. People started attending evening sessions. Even I know the viewers were less, the people were less, but I think they saw the value. The right people saw the value. So I think one of the reasons why I started the channel was so that I can give back to the community. I can share my knowledge, and most importantly, archive my content. And I'm sure all of you are watching. I can see your reaction in the chat, and I'm sure the response was there, and the equal excitement came back. People were excited. People liked what I was doing, and I was able to create a lot of value. In fact, the kind of comments I received on my videos, the kind of comments I receive on my Instagram, the kind of comments I receive on my Instagram DMs, on my WhatsApp, I think a few of them are literally mind blowing, and rather makes me so humble that what I'm trying to do is actually giving a lot of value to people out there, right? So I'm honored, I'm humbled, I'm excited. This is just the 1 year, and I'm looking forward to the next big milestones that of course I'll be sharing with you as and when I go ahead. So this was one of the reasons why I started the channel. And yeah, today I am officially on YouTube for 1 year. Somebody asked me in the comments that why on a Sunday night, right? I wanted to do this episode yesterday, Saturday 9:15, as always, but this was a special anniversary episode. If you see the logo on the top right on your screens, the logo says anniversary episode, right? It's the first official anniversary. So the first episode happened on 4th of July, right? So let me take you quickly through the journey of what happened in first year. On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, if you see, this is the episode, or the screenshot of the episode from episode number 1 that streamed on 4th of July 2020, right? Exactly 1 year. We are here after exact 365 days. We're exactly here after 1 year, right? But before I jump again, people are joining back and forth in Clubhouse. People are joining back and forth in Instagram. If you are watching me on Instagram, and if you want to come and interact with me, join on YouTube. If you are listening to me on Clubhouse, and if you want to interact with me, join me on YouTube. The link to joining this conversation is in the Instagram bio of my profile. And I will also be talking to a few of you guys today. So please make sure you fill the form so that my team is able to give you the StreamYard link to ask questions and interact. All right. So that is what we'll be doing today. So what you see on your screen was a episode 1 hour 1 year ago exactly. If you can see, there's no lighting. I've just plugged in my AirPods. There's no mic. There's no dual screen because the screen is at the back, if you can see that. And it was just my old laptop via which I started, right? And uh, I honestly believe this was an experiment of an year. that gave good results. And this is how you start a startup, right? In fact, the first episode was on how to start a startup. But if any of you is looking for a lesson of on how to build an MVP, which I also call as minimum viable podcast, right? So if you're thinking of how to build an MVP, how to start a podcast, how to start a startup, this is exactly how you start. You just jump into the pool and start, right? Of course, you have to identify whether you're expert at that or not. I was an expert. I at least had 10 years of experience in running a company. I knew my skill sets, which was going on live and talking to people. I had content, I had confidence, but I was not waiting for the perfect opportunity, right? I was not waiting for the perfect brand to come. I was not waiting for the perfect subscriber. Even when I started, I think I had only 20 subscribers in total. Today we are a 2000 plus community. I know we are not 10K. I know we are not a million, but imagine 2000 people. 2000 people are not a small number, folks, right? 2000 people makes you a micro influencer. Forget that influencer thing. But I think 2000 people are a really really big number, right? That's a big crowd, right? So that is how I started. And in fact, I covered the entire minimum viable podcast concept in my MVP episode, if you haven't watched that. So I personally believe it's a great learning, great lesson for every new guy who wants to start up. Because when you start up, you have a hypothesis that you want to prove. Now I have the traction, now I have the numbers, now I have material to prove that what I'm doing is working out, right? So let me quickly take you through the glimpse of last 365 days. All those who are still on Instagram, all those who are still on Clubhouse, you are missing a beautiful presentation that I've made for you, right? So if you are still there, keep on listening to the conversation, or jump onto YouTube, and my team will get give a streamyard link as well to join the conversation, right? Okay, what have you achieved in last 1 year? 40 plus videos, 1 hour long, 40 plus videos. It's a full-fledged premium course. You want to do a startup, this is the channel for you, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure, if you're watching me tonight, please make sure you watch the videos. Please make sure you subscribe the channel. Please make sure you like the videos. Please make sure you spread a word about it, because you are my users, you are my audience, you are my customers, right? When you watch this, that is the acknowledgement. And don't undermine the quality. This is world class level content that I've put my all my energy and resources into. Just because it's available free does not undermine the value of it. Even today I can sell it for a couple of good money, right? So in last 1 year, 40 plus videos, 1 hour long videos. There's almost 50 plus hours of content on the channel, right? If you look on the screen, and for the ease, let me see, let me help you see, right? Startups so there was an entire 4 series episode on entire thing about creator economy. So startup and creator economy, building a personal brand, influencer marketing, creator economy, and everything about audio platforms. Anything that you need to know and start or be a creator in 2021, I have put in all the resources, tools, and information in these top 4 videos, right? If you want to know how to take a business online, there's a video for that. If you want to know what investors want, there's a video for it. If you want to know about the investors mindset, there's a video on it, right? 40 videos, importance of a community, everything about mentoring, understanding startup investors mindset. I've sit on so many forums wherein people come and ask me what investors are looking for. Go and watch the video. It's a 1 hour 30-minute video talking about startup investors mindset. There's another video which is a 56 minutes of what investor wants. 2 hours premium content publicly available for free. Go and watch that, right? Another glimpse. And if you look at other videos, market research and analysis, everything about pitching, idea and validation techniques, finding co-founders, art of fundraising, everything. So there are more than 40 videos, and more like there are more than 40 videos, and each video is a masterclass in itself. It's publicly out there for all of you guys. All right. So make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, watch the video, leave a comment, show me some love. And just because is it free, as I'm saying, just because it's free doesn't undermine the value, right? All those on Instagram, thank you so much for joining in. All those on Clubhouse, thank you so much for joining in. All those on YouTube, thank you so much for joining in. And I'll come to your comments very. I'm getting some phenomenal comments. Shobit, I know you were in my first 20. Rather, you are my first 20. Like you are one of my friends who was into first 20. You are a brother to me. Come on. So don't even say that, right? I will quickly come and read your comments, guys. Give me a second to finish the presentation. I want to kind of show you what we have done. I want to show you the plans, and then I'll come on to the comments. Please make sure you start asking questions. 20 plus podcast episodes, and these are the episodes. I'm sure if you haven't watched them the edited versions are now on Codesign Labs YouTube channel, right? And the playlist is also in my channel. We did 20 plus podcast episodes, and these episodes were with likes of Atul Khatri, Tanya Nambiar, Rafika Shekhar, Akash Banerjee, Gursimran Khamba, Varun Dugirala, Devaya Bopanna, Aarti Nair, Chavi Mittal, Sahil Khattar, Kanisha Malhotra, Karan Singh Magic, Raja Mukherjee, Kanish Priyadarshi, Freesha, Ajay Jain, Ekta Chaudhary, and Kunal Rajput, right? Just to give you an insight, Ekta Chaudhary is a million plus YouTuber. She's recently launched a course on Skillshare. Kunal Rajput is a Nike certified coach, one of the 4 coaches in India, right? Sahil Khattar, I'm sure everybody would know. Karan Singh Magic, I'm sure if you are on YouTube in pandemic, you would have seen him. Akash Banerjee, 3 billion plus. Gursimran Khamba, of course, everybody know. Atul Khatri, I'm sure you would know. Devaya Bhupana, XAIB, Varun Dugirala, Glitch, right? So we did phenomenal podcasts, and the idea behind the podcast was that we will be creating content for people who don't want to do a startup but want to do something unconventional. So go and watch these videos. The edited versions are live on Co-Design Labs YouTube channel. You can always go and watch them, and I am sure you will find tons and tons and tons of value in those podcasts. Although I've paused cracking the code right now, in the comments on YouTube, please let me know, did you enjoy cracking the code? Should I restart it? What is your thought around cracking the code? Let me know, because we're not doing it right now because of lack of bandwidth. But if you think they were worth a watch, I will again put in a team and we will start getting more speakers, right? I have a few more plans although, but what do you think, folks? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think we should restart cracking the code? Tell me, what do you think? All right. So moving ahead. Okay, so now, as I said, we are sitting on 2,000 plus subscribers. We are already a family of more than 2,000 plus people, and we have a few great plans for next year. Look at a few comments for you. Let me zoom my screen once again. Look at a few comments, right? This is the love that has been coming from the kind of people that have been watching the videos, right? Great video. All the queries were answered. The gentleman was not able to find them on Google. As a student entrepreneur, I feel proud that I'm part of this YouTube channel. Watch almost all episode. Where have you been all this time? Glad that I jumped here. Kudos to you. I really, I'm so honored and so grateful that this is the kind of love that has been pouring into my channel. I know the numbers are less. I know the subscribers are less, but I really don't care about big numbers. If even if I'm able to serve a small community and make a change, make an impact in few people's life, I think that is all I am looking forward to. Start with one and then go to 100. Don't aspire. Don't wish to have 100 people on day one. All right. So for you on the screen, a few comments, and I'm just putting it. I'm not reading each one of them. I'm just putting it on the screen. Maybe you can come later and watch them. But the love has been pouring in from all across the spectrum, right? So really thankful for all of you who have been watching the videos, commenting on them, and showing your love about or for the channel, right? All right. Now, this is the part that makes me accountable to you. This is the part that I am looking forward to talk to you about. This is the plan. This is where I present to you what is in the pipeline and what is in store for all you ladies and gentlemen. So what is in the pipeline? Let me tell you the plan for next 1 year ahead for this channel, because now we are literally building it like a channel, right? So the number one thing in the pipeline is more pre-recorded videos. Till now, I have not been focusing on doing pre-recorded videos. Till now, I have been focusing on doing lives. I think 1 year journey was fantastic. The lives will stay. We will still continue AMA with DNK series, but more pre-recorded videos coming your way, right? So there's a huge plan, there's a huge content funnel already in place, and weekly or bi-weekly videos will be coming your way. So please stay tuned. More pre-recorded videos starting quarter 2. That means this quarter. We are already in the quarter 2 of 2021. So quarter 2, is it the quarter 3? Sorry, my bad. This is the quarter 2 of the financial year. My bad. Sorry. So this is the quarter 2 of the financial year. We have just closed the quarter 1. So quarter 2, that means this quarter, I'm going to start putting in more videos which are weekly or bi-weekly pre-recorded videos. I'm putting it out there to public so that you know what I'm up to, because you are my stakeholders, folks, right? Because you are the ones who are subscriber to the channel. You are the ones who are investing your time. You are my time investors, right? So that's why I'm putting it out there, right? So more pre-recorded videos. Number 1. Number 2, pitch deck review show coming in quarter 3. There'll be exclusive pitch deck review show, because as you know, I'm the expert into creating pitch decks, and most of you have been reaching out to me on helping you with pitch decks. I do it professionally, of course. I charge for it, but I'm thinking to put up a show around pitch decks, pitch deck review, pitching review, something like that. It's still in the conceptualization stage, but quarter 3, that means July, August, September. From October, this is the quarter 3 of the financial year, pitch deck review show coming your way. Then a new podcast. This is not cracking the code. I asked you, I haven't got any reply, but let me know if you think should I start cracking the code as well. But interview style podcast around startups, around funding, around pitching, high value international speakers. A few of that are in the pipeline. High value content coming your way in a interview style podcast, because because I want to give you different perspective, because you keep on asking for it, right? So interview style podcast coming your way quarter 3, right? Then July end, a monthly newsletter is going to start, wherein I'm not going to only cover about what's happening in the week, but I'm also going to cover about events and programs and acceleration programs and funding opportunities, any and everything that you as an aspiring entrepreneur should know. So a newsletter starting end of July 2021, exclusive newsletter for all of you guys out there, so that you can get the monthly glimpse in one view, and you can get the high quality resources in one view. Lot of plans around it. Stay tuned. Wait till the end of July, and then this newsletter will literally blow your mind. Next is one-on-one mentoring in office hours. You have been asking for it. Here you go. I am opening up a few office hours every week, mentoring hours every week. But how can you get them? I will be able to tell you in the next episode. So there'll be limited office hours, but there'll be 2 terms and conditions. You have to, of course, go and follow me on Instagram. And second, you have to attend the AMA with DNK live. If you attend, I will give you a code through which you can block my office hour, mentoring hour, office hour, one-on-one, getting unlocked. Next episode. Stay tuned for 7 more days, right? And most importantly, community only events, subscribers only events, community only events. We started a Discord. It's not functional right now, so don't worry. We already have a WhatsApp channel. But most importantly, community only events, close network events, people who are the part of my close community, events for them only, right? So quickly summarizing what's in the pipeline: more pre-recorded videos, pitch deck review show. So more pre-recorded videos quarter 2, pitch deck review show quarter 3, interview style podcast quarter 3, newsletter starting end of July, one-on-one mentoring sessions next episode, and community events starting quarter 4. Does this sound exciting to you? I think this is of high value to you. Can I get a feedback in chat, please? All right. So let me know what you think about this. This is in the pipeline for all of you fantastic people out there. This is in the pipeline. So on this note, we're already at a 31-minute mark. We will do this for 30 more minutes, and I will start adding a few of you to my StreamYard, so that I can have an interaction with all of you. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this journey. This was year 1. Really excited for the next year to come. And thank you so much for being the part of this channel. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for all the love. And I cannot really tell you how honored, how humbled, how happy I'm feeling because of all the love that has been coming all the way, right? So quickly resetting everything, because now it's the time for the Q&A. Give me a second. So if you are watching me on Instagram, people, and I think we should now close Instagram live because we can't see any more people. So let me close the Instagram live for you. We are done. Okay. If you're still if you're hearing me on Clubhouse, you have to come to YouTube if you have to start asking for questions, because I will be now doing a AMA. You can ask me any questions about startups, pitch decks, funding, any sort of information. So please make sure you ask them to me. All right. Okay, let's begin the Q&A. I have a few questions already, but okay, before that, Ashish is already here. So let me add Ashish to the stream. And uh, just a second, Ashish, let me plug in, put in the earplugs so that I can hear you, because else I'll not be able to hear you. Uh, and after that, I'll read what people have to say. All right, Ashish, what's your question for the day?
Yeah, so my question is like, how do we keep ourselves motivated, like, as in same field, like more powerful people in terms of monetary, people are
Mm-hmm.
coming and they are like starting with a boost where like a smaller entrepreneur like me actually, so they don't have that resources and they
Hmm.
don't go, they can't boost them to suddenly to a scale.
So Ashish, just a second. I will do one thing. I'll close the Clubhouse room, ask them to come on YouTube, and then because your audio is not going to go on Clubhouse, and the people sitting there will get bored. So folks, if you are there on Clubhouse and if you're listening to me, please make sure you go to my Instagram bio and join the YouTube live via the first link there. There's a link tree link there. Join it, because we are starting doing the live Q&A. Come to Clubhouse, come to YouTube, because I am now closing the room, closing in 3, 2, 1. The Clubhouse room is over. Perfect. I think I've ended that room because the audio would not have gone there. All right, Ashish, over to you.
Yeah, so my question was like, how do we keep ourselves motivated as like, if I have an idea, there might be a similar kind of idea, but they have a like huge amount of money to spend.
Hmm.
But I don't have that particular amount. So like they basically start with an edge, like they can go forward and acquire a lot of customers all along. But yeah, this is that.
Okay.
How do we keep that thing going on?
Okay. So I have. Can you turn the camera if that's okay with you? Okay. So I have two parts in which I can answer this question. Number one, every business that gets started has some sort of an unfair advantage, right? And in fact, I did an entire episode on unfair advantage. I'm sure if you've not watched that, go and watch that. So unfair advantage can be money, it can be time, it can be family, it can be your network, it can be your connection. So let us say if you were born in New York, vis-a-vis a village near Jaipur, the person who was born in New York, of course, has an unfair advantage above you, right? So if imagine if you are born in Ambani's family, you by default have an unfair advantage over everybody, right? So there's a concept called unfair advantage that is not only monetary. And in fact, there's an entire framework called as a miles framework that helps you to craft an unfair advantage for yourself. So unfair advantage can be your location, can be your degree, can be your connection. So even there's a possibility you might not come from, or rather, let me give you a different example. You come from a village, but let us say that village has a specialty in doing something which even the people in cities can't uh, replicate. So in that case, basically what happens that you have an unfair advantage because you were born there. So unfair advantage can come from anywhere. You have to figure out what your unfair advantage is, number one, right? Somebody will have unfair advantage in form of money. Someone else will have unfair advantage in terms of technology, and so on and so forth. Another point is that you also have to figure out a gap. I was just speaking to somebody a few minutes back, and not every company can do everything, right? So let us say even if Flipkart is a giant, or Amazon is a giant, or Paytm is a giant, then being a giant, they have their own disadvantages, which is they can't do small things, right? So let us say what a Flipkart can do, or what a Flipkart does not want to do because it's too small for them. You can fill that gap that Flipkart is not able to fill, and later on you can be acquired by Flipkart. So ideally, every entrepreneur should be looking at a gap. If you can find a gap, if you can find a niche, and if you can play on your strengths to fill that niche, right, you can definitely big win the big game. I'll give you an example. uh, when I started this channel, and it's a very crude example, and I'm just trying to plug in. When I started this channel, right, There's already Y Combinator startup school running out there, right? And Y Combinator is a giant when it comes to startups. How the hell and how can I replicate or create a content of the quality of Y Combinator? Because Sam Altman is teaching there, Elon Musk is teaching there, Zuckerberg is teaching there. Who the hell am I, right? But what I found is that the content of Y Combinator is not designed for first-time entrepreneurs. So if you attend a class of Y Combinator, you will realize that when they start talking about go-to-market strategy, a student entrepreneur, a first time entrepreneur, does not even understand the concept of go to market strategy. For him, it's an alien word. So the content that I created was from a very basic. And tomorrow there's a possibility Y Combinator might sign a deal with me. So you can always collaborate. So ideally, you should find a gap, find a real problem, find a gap, and once you find that problem, you have found that gap, then you should start building in that particular domain. It's okay to start small and then figure out on the way, rather than waiting for the funding to happen or anything like that to happen. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any follow-on question on that?
No, that's
Perfect. So thank you so much for joining me today, Ashish. Really appreciate it. And
thank you
so much for being here. I have more questions, so I'll remove from
Right,
the stream
sure.
now. And then, all right, if any of you have any more questions and want to be a part of the stream, what I'll do is let me make it simple for all of you. Let me put in. Can I give you the StreamYard link here? I hope you will not misuse that. Can you? So, how many of you want to join the live stream? And do you have any questions? There are around 25 people watching us right now. Quickly in the comment, let me know. Do you want to join the live stream? Okay. Shreyans is already here. So I think Ashish has already been served. Now we have Shreyansh. Give me a second. Okay. Shreyans, welcome to the anniversary episode.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you turn the camera? Yes, I can hear you. Can you turn the camera?
Okay, yeah, one second.
Perfect. Hi, what's your question?
Firstly, greetings and respect to you. I've been following you on Clubhouse and Instagram. I'm not really active on Instagram, but you're doing a fantastic job on Clubhouse with all the moderators and all, and it's really helping people like us who are first-time entrepreneurs. And so my question is, I've been seeing a lot of content that is on VC equity. Nobody speaks about VC debt and how it's different from a bank loan. So I was wondering if you can give more insights on that. How does VC debt work? And yeah, that's it.
So so I just want to get some clarity before I start answering questions so that we are clear. Most of the VCs work on an equity model. That's pretty standard. You want to understand how VC debt functions. Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay.
And
so
what is it worth it? And at what stage should you offer? Yeah.
Okay. So for to understand or to break this question, you have to basically understand the model of equity and debt first of all, right?
Okay.
So if you are clear with equity and debt and how do they function and what is the right fit for them, you'll be able to figure out where it is coming from, or it will be easier for you to figure out, because everything else is a channel. Equity and debt is a model. Where you get it from is a channel, right? So ideally, equity is when you dilute your company. In a layman's language, you sell a piece of your company to take money. So when you give equity, you are giving away the power. You are giving away the ownership and you're taking money. The good part is, if company fails tomorrow, you don't owe anything to the investors. But the bad part is that if you grow further and if the company starts scaling, the more you raise, the more power you lose. That's equity, pro and con. If you look at the other side, which is debt, the good part with debt is that no matter how much money do you raise, you never lose control of a company. But the bad part is that if you fail, you still have to pay back the investor and you also have to pay back the interest. Right? That's clear.
Got it.
Now, if you understand this model, the question is, what is good? Both are good and both are bad. It is exactly like a tool. You have a knife, you cut vegetables, become a world-class chef. You stab somebody, you become a con. So equity and debt are tools. So ideally, in a very crude sense, you use equity as growth capital, right? So when
Yeah.
you are a asset light company and you need money for hyper growth, like an academy, Uber, Ola, Flipkart, you use equity money.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is the reason why most of the startup, most of the unicorns, the founders do not even have a single digit, sorry, not even a double digit equity.
Yeah.
By the time they're able to raise series B, C, D,
Yeah.
they
Then
hold
equity
less
is
than
done.
10% equity. And that's why
Yeah.
VCs control.
Yeah.
That's why Flipkart's founder went out.
Okay. Okay.
Debt is a tool primarily for circulation. So if you want
Hmm.
to get money for buying assets,
Hmm.
because if the company shuts down, you can always sell the assets back and pay something
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, if you need working capital, that means the money starts rotating after a period of time.
Okay.
I need
Yeah.
40 lakh rupees to buy something, right? I will
Hmm.
buy something, I'll sell it to 50 lakhs. I make a
Hmm.
profit of 10 lakhs. So I recover 50 lakhs from the market, 10 lakh with profit.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I
Hmm.
pay back 10, 40 is still with me.
Hmm.
I'll again buy 40, get 50, pay back 10.
Hmm. Hmm.
After
Got it.
4
Got it.
rounds, my 40 is free.
Yeah.
Let us say on that 40 lakhs, I had to pay 10 lakh interest. So by the 5th round, I've also paid the interest.
Yeah. Got it.
So the
Got
money
it.
becomes cyclic.
Yeah. Okay.
So if
Okay.
you have to buy assets, if you have to go for working capital, debt is your friend.
Okay. So isn't it for first time like funding? Like, can you approach VCs for like first time?
Okay,
If,
so let me first help you with that. So
okay.
VC debt works exactly like any other debt would work.
Okay.
The best part with the debt will be that VC debt will be friendly than a bank.
Yeah. Okay.
That is the
Okay.
only differentiator.
Okay.
I've explained you how the tool functions. Equity
Got
is
it.
for
Got it.
growth. Debt is for cyclic purpose
Like,
in a crude
got it.
sense.
Got
And
it.
then
Got it.
the healthy mix and merge of each one of them, you can play around with that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Now you can also see, I'll give you an example. You can also go and take equity. Okay, so just like you can get equity from a bad investor or a good investor,
Hmm.
similarly, bank is a more complicated way of getting debt.
Getting that. Yeah. Got it.
VC
Yeah.
is a less complicated way of getting debt.
Okay.
The
Okay. And
best
do
way of
they?
getting the best way
Okay.
of getting debt, the best way of getting debt is your father, your
Got it.
family,
Got it. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is how
Yeah.
you put it into a table and then figure out what kind of money do you need. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Do they also mentor after they give you debt? Because equity, they're putting in their money and they're, it's like they're betting on you. But debt is a more less risky instrument for the VCs, I believe.
Okay.
So will they mentor you also? Like, that's my
If any sort of an investor is interfering in your operations, and if any sort of an investor is getting into your operations, he's not a true investor. So
Okay.
understand, investors are not in the business of funding startups.
Okay.
Investors are in the business of generating returns
Money. Yeah,
for
I got it.
themselves or their LPs if it's a VC firm. So ideally, they will help you with business development. They will
Okay.
help you with warm introductions. They will
Okay.
also help you to raise second or third round of money. But
Okay.
if you think you're looking for mentoring, which is
Okay.
like a daily basis thing, कि अच्छा कुछ नहीं हो रहा, फोन घुमा के पूछता हूँ सर मेरे ऑफिस में आग लग गई क्या करूं. At both the places they have the neck in the game. Debt,
Okay.
if you go bankrupt tomorrow, you can't still pay them back. And in a private limited company, you can always file a bankruptcy,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
raising
Yeah.
debt.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
that's what's happening with Malia and Nirav Modi, right? No political examples on this channel,
Yeah.
but that, in the
Yeah.
crude sense, that is what is happening, right? You can as a company, because company is a different entity legally, right? So you can
Yeah.
always say
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
company gone bankrupt. I'm not paying back anything. To hell with you. On
But
the
it
on
also
the
depends on the equity that you own in the company, right? So if you own like 100% of the company, or like at least in 80-90% of the company, you are responsible.
no
So
no.
okay. Okay.
That's why you and your private limited company have different PAN cards.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Got it.
You
Yeah.
even in I'm not sure about the OPC. I'm not sure about that. But if you're a private limited company, that's a different entity. So as a director, so in a private limited company, as a shareholder, you are the owner of the company. As a director, you're the employee of the company. And company is an
Okay.
entity in itself.
Okay. Okay.
That is how it
Okay.
functions.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got
Got
it.
it?
Got it.
Was this
Yeah.
helpful?
Yes, really, really helpful, and I appreciate what you're doing, man. I mean, like your rooms on Clubhouse are like really interesting and fascinating to even learn. learn, and I believe even you are learning, even we are learning with you and all of the mods that are doing that, and your YouTube channel, man. It's you're giving so much out for free. I mean, how are you even doing it is my question. Like, most people don't do it, right? So yeah,
Pure,
it's really
pure
helpful.
passion, pure passion. This is called passion, pure passion.
Yeah, and also one more thing, if you
No,
could
no,
quickly
no strings attached. No, pure passion.
yeah. Also, one more thing, if you could quickly tell me about the tariffs of your services that you're offering at Codesign or your Power Deck.
So for that, let's have an offline chat.
Yeah, sure,
we are
sure.
we are live on 3 platforms right now. So tariffs, we have a standard tariff model, but
Okay.
that's not the agenda for this. It's my channel right now, it's my time right
Yeah,
now. I want to kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
leverage the Q&A right now, but for
Got it.
that,
Good.
feel free to reach out to me,
Yes,
or
sure,
just DM me on Instagram. I'll connect you with the right team member,
sure,
and
sure,
we'll
sure,
be able to help you out on that. All
sure,
right.
sure.
Okay,
Thank you,
all the
thank
best.
you,
Thank you for joining
thank you,
me, and I
thank you,
hope
thank you.
you have a great
Yes,
weekend. Bye bye,
yes, yes.
take care,
Thank you.
take care,
Thank you.
bye bye. All right, folks. Do we have anybody else? I think we have answered 2 people's question. I have a few more questions in pipeline. Let's see. Yes, Prashant, your question is there. So for everybody's ease, let me put in Prashant's question on. Let me paste it here because I'm not sure if Prashant is joining. Uh, so let me post this question because Prashant asked it. Okay, so this is a question from Prashant, and he has submitted it in the sheet, but he's not coming on live. So let me answer this for Prashant. When a new enterprise is not a startup, but very profitable from beginning, and when such a new enterprise requires fund for major expansion, whether it should prefer private equity or debt. So, what kind of funding you need absolutely depends upon the structure of, or rather the financial structure you have or you need, right? Ideally, that is how it functions. So I think, if Prashant, you heard my and Shreyan's conversation, and if you look at that matrix, right? Broadly, that matrix tells you what kind of money you need where, right? So if you are already profitable, you can go for equity also. If you want to, raise debt, you can raise debt also. You can raise any kind of fund. It's not a problem. Okay, Prashant, you're here already on YouTube. Prashant, do you want to join me live on the stream and ask your question? If you want, I can pass on the StreamYard link to you. And for other people's convenience, let me do one thing. And I did not get the answer, but let me quickly post it. So you guys, if you want to join, you can join and ask your questions. We'll any which is wrap in next around uh 20 minutes. So this is a StreamYard link, guys. If you click on this link, you will be able to get into the live where I am live, and I can add you on the StreamYard, and you can ask the questions even in the live format, right? And before anybody else comes, let me quickly read the comments. Uh, okay, Dr. Aziza is here. Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Aziza. Shubham says awesome. Thank you so much. Tasneem Khan, she says, heartiest congratulations on the success of completing 1 year. Thank you so much. Uh, Recorded is a great idea. Absolutely. Stanshu says, super going. Great going. Mayank says, congratulations, 1 year journey. Thank you so much, Mayank. And what else? 20,000 to the number of there's not a general public. Yes, best startup material ever. Rutviz, thank you so much. Akansha, thank you so much. First pirate of computer, ne book ka naam. All right. Thank you so much. My grandfather is also here. Unplanned travel says you are a rock star. I'm just doing my bit. Vikalp Kamatwala says doing great. Thanks, thank you, DNA. Congratulations. Ravi Midda says, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the appreciation, folks. Anand has a question. Let me take his question before. Uh, and if I've given the StreamYard link, guys, if you want to join me live, come here and we can talk. Anand says, in startup, outsourcing operation in initial stage is a good option or not. So Anand, if you are into very very early stage, if you have the right skill set to build the company, ideally you should start building things on your own. But if you think outsourcing will help you in cutting the cost, and outsourcing will help you in accelerating the process, outsourcing is a great option, right? Ideally, when you go for funding, ideally when you're building a company, ideally when you go for partnerships, everybody will look at what strength do you have as a business, and Even the funding will happen on the skill set of the team and strength of the business. Therefore, ideally, the core expertise should be internally, right? But uh, as I said, ideally the core expertise should be internally. But if outsourcing helps, you can try and outsource, right? I hope, Anand, that answers the question. Prashant, where are you waiting? I can't see you. I can't see you on my StreamYard link. Okay. Yes. All right. Hello. Good evening, Prashant. कैसे हैं आप? Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think you need to remove the earphone. I think you can remove the earphone because there's too much of noise there. Yes. I'm not able to hear you. So do one thing. I'll come back in a bit. You can fix the audio. I'll come back in a bit. And let me answer a few more questions. I'll park you for a second. Okay. Next question is from Harshit. What is Series ABC? Okay, Harshit, that's a very interesting question. So when a VC firm invests in your business, it is ideally called as a series round. You start from Series A, then you go B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Keep on going. So there's no difference between Series A or B or C. It is just the nomenclature. The first round raised by a venture capitalist firm, venture capital firm, is called Series A. The second is called Series B. The third is called Series C. That is the differentiator. That is how the nomenclature functions. That's it. Next question is from Pinky. Your effort to help and support startup is really commendable. Let's reduce the startup failure rate by at least 50%. That, Pinky, I can just do my bit. Reducing it to 50%, that's, I don't think so has been done globally. I don't know whether my efforts will be able to do anything about it. The failure rate is 95%, and that's bound to be. But can't really, I don't know if I can make it 50%, but if I'm able to do it, I think that will be the achievement of my lifetime, right? And the last comment from Anand is, before I bring back Prashant, yes, Anand, absolutely, I do remember you. And in fact, if you're listening to me live today, do join me, friend. Come on, I've given the StreamYard link in public now. It will be great if you can join in, right? All right. Ashish, I'll come on to your question next. Before that, let me try and add Prashant. Uh, I think he's dropped off again. Okay, let me take your question then. Sometimes while working with Unicorn at a key position, start getting blocked on core operational funds without any proper reason for the long term. More than 6 months, you're expected to keep the working. Is this ecosystem healthy? Oh, this is almost like a corporate question, Ashish. Uh, I'm not sure whether I will be the right person to answer this. If you are not having enough funds to operate, yes, for sure, it is not very healthy. Uh, but this is absolutely subjected to the terms and conditions uh, of your company, of the sector, of the business, of the nature of the organization. I To be very honest, I'm not sure whether I can answer this in black and white, or whether I'm a right person to answer this question, right? uh that is all I can say on a public forum as of this point in time, right? That is all I can say. But I would appreciate if any of you have a question about your startup, about your business strategy, pitching, funding. Those are the primary questions I can help you with. All right, we are about to touch a 60-minute mark. If any of you else wants to join the StreamYard link. Thank you so much, Mukul. I hope you're learning with me. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, I have a few more questions. Is it bubble? Okay. But okay, I'll come on to your question, Rajiv, in some time. Let me add Prashant first. Yeah. Can you hear me, Prashant, now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but there's some blur in the voice.
In the voice. I have taken a little bit nearer my phone. I'm actually on the phone actually. Hello.
Okay, you can ask
Okay,
your
you can
question
ask your
and then you
question
can mute
and then
because
you
there's
can mute
echo
because
also.
there's echo also. Okay, see, my question is basically the companies in which I am working now as a finance director are profitable from day one. And I am always, after going through your sessions again and again and seeing your so many videos, I am a bit confused whether I should really go for equity dilution or go for debt.
Okay, I got your question. So I'll quickly repeat the question. You're saying that you are working in a company as a financial director and the company is already profitable. Now you want to raise more money. You're confused whether you should go for the funding route or the debt route. Is that the question? All right. So
Yes,
as
that
I
is the
said,
question, sir.
perfect, perfect. I got it. Perfect. So see, ideally, this, as I said, even as I think I was speaking to Shyans, there's no black and white answer to this question in general, right? I can't clearly tell you what route to go. Uh, I have to look at your financial model. I have to look at your entire cash flow projection. I have to look at your entire financial sheets, and also have to figure out and or rather look into what money do you need and for what purpose. And once we figure out how much money you need or for and what for what purpose,
But for
then we
what
can
purpose?
create a then we
Then
can create a
we can
strategy
create a
whether
strategy
it should be.
whether
You
it
have to
should
mute.
be automate.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. You have to mute yourself because there's echo. Huh. So then we can create a strategy whether you should go equity route or debt route, pros and cons, whether a mix of both of them can also work out. Right? So if you have any following question, I'd be more than happy to answer that.
I am thankful to you for already allotting me 15 minutes of one-to-one, and I will first prepare myself and then come to you.
Sure. So
Sure.
what
So,
I what I
what
mute. I think there's too much of echo and too much of blur. I'm sure audience is also not able to hear, but I'm just trying hard to kind of listen very carefully. You're saying about something of the 15-minute allocation. That's you. I know my team will get in touch. I didn't get the second part, so just type that in the chat, and I will start answering the remaining questions. And then we'll wrap the session. We're almost about at 60-minute mark. So thank you so much, and I also loved your testimonial. So really appreciate that, and thank you so much for watching all the videos, Prashant, and thank you so much for being the part of this. Right. So the last question is from Rajiv. We'll quickly take 2 or 3 more questions if you have any, or else we'll wrap the session. All right. Rajiv has a question: why valuations of startup companies are so high and look unrealistic? Is this a bubble? Right. Okay. Rajiv, it's a very subjective question. Uh, I don't have a black and white answer because as I always say, I don't know everything, right? Uh, but when you say valuation of startup companies are high, they look unrealistic. They might look unrealistic to you as an end user, but they might be correct from a VC firm perspective. And I think VCs and investment bankers are the guys who know their job. So not sure whether I am in the position to say whether it is a bubble or not. I think it is not a bubble. At least I can tell you from my experience what I think. If you look at any of the company which started in Silicon Valley, even Facebook, even Google, even Apple, they were in losses for initial 10 years. And the psychology on which VCs play around is not that they want to create a short-term thing. They are looking to create a long-term business that can survive for 10 100 years, and for that they have to really go and capture the market and literally kill everybody else. That is the philosophy they work on, right? So that is how VCs operate ideally. So that is all. That is how they function, right? So now if it looks unrealistic, uh not sure. They look realistic, not sure. I can at least tell you from my experience, this is not a bubble, right? Okay, so Prashant is saying, I'm just adding you back. Is this better now, Prashant? Can you say something? Okay, so I'll remove you from this because I think there's some tech issue happening. But I got your comment, and feel free to reach out to me anytime you want the pitch deck thing. Okay, the last question we'll take from Pinky, and then we'll wrap. Due to pandemic, our revenue is not getting stable, but we have enough proven conversion and PO currently doing B2B, and we also have potential for B2C market and trying test run now. Uh, are we in the position to raise funds in a SaaS product that can easily scale? We are a edtech startup building AI-based complete skill set assessment and intervention platform. We are still finding the right business model which can be easily scalable. Fantastic question, Pinky. So here is the answer to you in 3, 4, 5, no matter how many parts there are. Number one, if you want to understand and learn more why edtech is such a hot space, why edtech is such a beautiful space right now, and why edtech is such a hot market right now for even for investors, go and watch my last episode on future of edtech in India. It's a 1.5 hour episode. It will give you complete perspective on how can you build a edtech company in India. Edtech is a hot market, my friend. Please make sure you're leveraging this right now. Edtech is rather an unexplored market. There's so much of stuff happening in edtech, and if you and I'm telling you, after the national education policy, the NEP 2021 or the NEP 2020, which whenever it gets implemented, the market will become hotter. So please make sure you do that, right? When you say you have already some sort of a revenue, that means you're already in a proof of concept. That means you can definitely go out there and raise money. You just need to reach out to right investors. I will be more than happy to get in touch offline, DM me on Instagram. More than happy to help you out. If I have to give you the answer in yes or no, yes, you are in the position to raise money. That's all from my side, right? That's all from my side. You are in a position to raise money, but it's absolutely subjective to the product, the team, the market, the overall the overall financial model, the overall business model, the overall product readiness, the hundreds of factors that makes you a fundable company, right? Hope that makes sense. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, now we're already at a 1 hour 4 minute mark. Let's close the live. We also had a few questions, but people did not turn up on the live, so that's all right. Let's close. So on that note, if any of you need any help with your pitch decks, with your funding, with your investment memos, if with your business strategy, mentoring hours opening soon next week. And if you want any support with the pitch deck review, feel free to reach out to me. Instagram is the place. Go and check out the website, codesignlabs.com, powerdeck.in. I'll put in touch with you with the right team member, and I'm sure we will be able to help you out. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on Sunday night live stream anniversary episode. Super, super, super excited, and I'm sure the next 1 year is going to be amazing, and the next 1 year I'll be able to give you a lot more value for your time, right? So once again, thank you so much for joining me. And Prashant, I can see you still in the StreamYard. Thank you so much for patiently being here, and please feel free to reach out to me or get in touch with Mukul. More than happy to have an offline conversation with you. And for any of you who want to get in touch, please be my guest. Come in touch, get in touch. All right, so let's close. So have a great next week, folks. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Dilnawaz Khan, signing off, and have a great next week. And take care of yourself. Stay blessed. And thank you so much for being the part of this phenomenal journey. And thank you so much. Let's build this channel, and let's build the best startup channel in India. All right. On that note, thank you so much. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye. Ending the broadcast in 3, 2, 1. I'm off.